things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David College with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Martinez. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Boston College's offense will have the opening possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Motion from the wideout. On the move. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So the Clemson Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. To throw, it's Klubnik. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
Clemson will send the punt team out. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pulls it in, it's Bond.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And the Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Turning it on. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Off play action on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it on the sneak. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Back to pass, it's James. With the catch, it's Bond. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
Great job by the defense. Force the quarterback to make the throw. You keep him in front of you, get him on the ground. Now it's in 4th down. Now hopefully they bring in the punt unit, and you succeeded.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it's no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. It's complete. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
By the tight end. Brought down at the 1 yard line. First and goal, Clemson.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
And the Golden Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's James. Turns it loose. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the stakes.
A nice job by the defense. Understanding second and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the third down and short.
The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll go to the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Rolls it in. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, This game is entirely different.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Looking downfield on 1st down. The short hands, it's Harris. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
And the Golden Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Looking to pass. It's James. Got his man in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. BC back to work after picking up the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with the one there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Bond. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Franklin. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Harris. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Golden Eagles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Bond. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's James. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Here's a heat. Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curl.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. They cough it up near their own goal line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And he breaks it back. Can you believe this? The final play of the first half. What a disaster. They might get the offensive coordinator fired at halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Lets it fly. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And first down for the offense.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. The give to the tailback. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Swings it out to his running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Snags it on the right. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch, and they finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here. 1st and 10 from the 33. On the run, it's Richard. Oh, he's got some space.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Golden Eagles are facing 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it.
No gain on the play. First down for the offense.
Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Caught in the backfield. It's 5. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Boston College now operates from the red zone. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
Scanning the field, it's James. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. That is confidence in your arm strength. Look at the revolutions on that one as he zips it in there.
Confidence, arm arrogance, whatever you want to call it. You can tell he believed it. Put it right where he needed to. You got double coverage. You got to fit it in there. He believed, and he did.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
That's reeled in. It's Williams. There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for it.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. We've reached the break. Boston College has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Hauls it in. And they swarm him under. So they couldn't get in on 3rd down. A field goal seems to be a lock here. How much gambling do you think they do here, David?
And Reese, back in the day, I think this is a field goal, and you don't even ask questions. You tie the football game, but so many more coaches are aggressive nowadays. I kick the field goal, I tie the football game, and I try to win it later on.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, you got to wonder if the pressure got to the kicker. 4th quarter, down by 3, just did not get all of it. That's one he'd like to have back.
On the run, it's Richard. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle, it's Bond. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Dropping back, it's James. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, in that situation, that just worked out perfectly for the defense. It was 3rd and 1, and I'm not so sure that was a pass blitz. That might have been a run blitz. That might have been the defense just trying to add an extra body in the gap. Expecting run, quarterback held on to the football, and that worked out perfectly for the D.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away.
On to kick it away.
Hauls it in at the 40. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on it.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Klubnik. Got a man, it's Randall. Flying down the left side. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Not a big surprise the offense is willing to let this guy do something. I mean, we've seen him make plays in this game with his legs. He already has a rushing touchdown. But give the defense credit here in the red zone, getting to him and bringing him to the ground. He's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. That's not an easy thing to do. So chalk that one up for the defense.
All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Bond. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
That's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Going to the ground. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's James. Good timing on the quick out. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harris. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Bond. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Looking downfield, it's James. Unleashes one deep. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Boston College will send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. They'll give it to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here, it would be a 60-yard attempt. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. He's got an open man. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. If he's going to run the football, they were dialed in. Got that sucker to the ground.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
That is no good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's James. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Boston College! They take the lead here in overtime.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Touchdown, Clemson. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. And he tacks on the extra point. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Clemson. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for two. To the air, it's Klubnik. Finds his big tight end. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
First and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. He'll set up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. They got this thing tied up in double overtime.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming two-point play, you might just put it back into his hands and let him go win it.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for two. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these two-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
Have to go for two here in the second overtime, and this one would win the game. Wide receiver comes in motion. They got it! The two-pointer for the win, and they take the game in double overtime. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.